What's up, guys and gals of the internet? I am the Brony King, and welcome to me sharing my ideal roster for Smash Bros. Switch or Smash Bros. Ultimate. So, these are all the characters that I would really love to be in Super Smash Bros. Obviously there's gonna be some ones that everyone wants, there's gonna be some ones that are little odd, there's gonna be some straight out outlandish ones. Please don't hate my ideas in the comments if you disagree. Just let me know in a not so harsh way. And let me know some characters that you guys would love to see in Smash Bros. In Smash Bros. Ultimate. So, without further ado, let's get this started. So, first up, let's keep everyone from the old roster. Even the characters that I'm not a huge fan of, like Palutena, Dark Pit, and Falco and Wario, I keep them because they're still good characters. I just don't like them that much. So, let's get on with the new people. The first new addition that I would like to see is Banjo-Kazooie. Now, anyone who watched my top 10 video games list knows that I love the game Banjo-Kazooie. And with everyone been asking for him since, I think Melee. As you know, before Melee. When on the one for the N64, so just Super Smash Bros. Everyone has been wanting Banjo-Kazooie. And I read somewhere that, now remember, don't quote me on this, but I read somewhere that Rare said they would be willing to work on putting in a character or two in Smash Bros. So having Banjo-Kazooie in would be awesome. Putting in a moveset shouldn't be all that difficult, and neither should be a final Smash or implementing a stage around them. But this is the first new addition I would love to see in Super Smash Bros. The next one is King K. Rool. This is another character that everyone's wanted. Because more villains. We always need more villains, considering the huge amount of heroes we have. But it would be really nice to see another Brute, so King K. Rool could fit that category. And everyone loved the Donkey Kong games, whether you're playing the original Donkey Kong games or Donkey Kong 64. King K. Rool was an amazing character and a great villain. And you can ask just about anyone and they'll probably say, I want King K. Rool in the game. Once again, it'd be really easy to implement a moveset and a stage. And even if they don't feel like implementing a stage, we have stages from the old Donkey Kong games. So that wouldn't be all that difficult. King K. Rool would be a great addition to the game that everyone's been asking for. So, King K. Rool. The next new addition I'd like to see is Tails. I feel we need more Sonic representatives, and I don't feel Eggman fits Smash Bros, so we can't add a Sonic villain, at least not Eggman. So why not add his best friend? I feel Tails, while he could either be an Echo Fighter of Sonic and just be Sonic, or he could be his own character. And I feel that would actually be a lot better. And while we don't need a stage around him, a moveset would be fairly easy to implement. And I feel he could be a great character. He's another character that not everybody wants, but a lot of people want. And I feel that he could possibly be an even better character than Sonic. That's not guaranteed, but it's possible. And like I said, I feel like he could be a very interesting character. So, another newcomer would be Tails. Up next is Waluigi. Here's the one that everyone may or may not have been waiting for, depending on who you are. I am all for Waluigi being in the game. I would love for him to be in the game. While some people would disagree with that, a large amount of people really want him in the game. I don't know what it is about Waluigi that makes me want him in the game so much. It's just his weirdness and how awesome he is. I don't know why he's awesome, but I just find him awesome. With him being from mainly the sports and party games, that's all he's been in, is sports and party games, he would be fairly easy to implement with things such as rackets, golf clubs, and all sorts of things. And he could even possibly import some special moves from the Mario and Sonic Olympic games. I feel he wouldn't be too hard to implement. We don't need a new stage for him, and everyone's been wanting him. So, Waluigi. The next newcomer would be Amy Rose. This one's not one that people want. Again, I feel we need more Sonic people. I see no reason why Amy couldn't be in the game. I do feel it would be fairly far-fetched for her to be in the game. There's easily a moveset there that could be, again, just a copy of Sonic or her own thing. But I don't think that would work for Amy. I feel she would need her own moveset, and I feel she could have her own moveset. It's just not very many people would want Amy. Most people, if they add another Sonic representative, would say, put in Tails, Shadow, or Knuckles. One of those three. But I feel Amy would be while an odd choice, a good choice. So, another newcomer would be Amy. The next newcomer for me would be Shadow the Hedgehog. Yes, yet another Sonic representative. Shadow was an assist trophy in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and I think Smash Bros. Wii U and 3DS, I'm not sure. But I feel that he didn't deserve that. Maybe in Brawl, because we only needed the one at the time. Plus, Sonic was put in at such short notice, we didn't need him. And I didn't need him in the character quite yet. But I felt that he deserved to be a character, at least now. And I feel he could be a good character. With similar abilities to Sonic, but also being quite different from Sonic. He could easily be an Echo Fighter or his own character. I've said that about a few of these guys. But it's true, he could easily be his own character. But at the same time could easily be it could either be his own fighter or easily be an Echo Fighter. So, Shadow the Hedgehog for Smash Bros. The next newcomer would be, yes, Knuckles the Echidna, yet another Sonic representative. Trust me, if I remember correctly, this is the last one. Knuckles, once again, just like literally, I think the other three characters from Sonic I've said, he could be his own fighter or he could be an Echo Fighter. Either way, it would work, a moveset would not be hard to implement, and we don't need a stage form. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I've already talked about 3 Sonic characters, but Knuckles, I feel, could be a pretty good addition to Smash Bros. This one's a bit more weird. Kamek. I feel that Kamek could actually be a good character. I'm not 100% on that. I just feel he could possibly be a fun character. Sorry about the yawn. I feel he could be a good character. There's no one really to compare him to except maybe Robin, but not really. Adding him to the game would be decent. But he is a bit more outlandish, and I'm not exactly sure how they would implement a moveset for him into the game. So, it's a bit of an outlandish one, but Kamek for Smash Bros. The next newcomer, Sora from Kingdom Hearts. Another one people have been wanting, and now with Kingdom Hearts 3 being made, and it being multi-console, well, multi-platform, I don't know if it's coming to the Switch or not. I feel it will, but I'm not 100% on that. But if it does, then that would just mean even more likely that Sora could be in Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, obviously, he would be a bit of an oddball, but he could easily be implemented into the game, you know, with an awesome moveset, awesome Final Smash, and definitely some one or two cool stages. So I feel he could be implemented in the game pretty easily and be a decent character. So, Smash Bros. Could have Sora. Up next, we have Crash Bandicoot. I'm pretty sure the Insane Trilogy is on the Switch. And with that, it's even more likely that Crash could be in, and he could have a good moveset. And if I'm mistaken, let me know, but I'm pretty sure everyone's been has been saying, let's have Crash. He's a fitting character who could be, again, easily implemented into the game with a decent moveset. Again, sorry for the yawn. And he's a fun character that a lot of people have been wanting, and I'm sure no one would very little amount of people would complain about him being put into the game. So, Crash Bandicoot. Next, we have Shovel Knight. Everyone thought he was going to be DLC for Smash 4 because he got an amiibo made, and at the time they were only making amiibos for Smash Bros. Characters and their DLCs. So like, oh crap, we're going to be getting Shovel Knight, it's going to be awesome, and then we didn't get Shovel Knight and everyone was angry. So I feel, why not add him now? Again, he could be easily implemented, could have a great moveset, and could have some pretty cool stages based around him. They could either do 3D versions of his stages from his game, or could do what they did with Duck Hunt and make a 2D stage. Either way, it would be awesome. Again, sorry for the yawn. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's not that late. But he could be a great character, and everyone's been asking for him. So, putting him in the game would be awesome. So, the next guy I would want is Shovel Knight. Rayman. Another one that everyone thought was going to be in the game, but not because he got an amiibo, because someone made a really convincing release trailer. But ever since then, everyone's been like, yeah, we need him. Problem is, last I checked, Rayman was owned by, I believe, Ubisoft? Is it Ubisoft? Let me know if I'm correct on that. I'm pretty sure it's Ubisoft. Okay, now it's bugging me. Okay, I think it's Ubisoft. But I'm not so sure how on board they would be with having him be in the game. But then again, they did give the Rabbids a cartoon and a Mario mashup. So the chances are actually decently high. So Rayman could be a really good character with great stages, great movesets, and has a lot that could be implemented into the game. So Rayman would be a good addition. Next up is Spyro. This one, while he is awesome, I feel he has a much smaller chance than a lot of the people I've talked about. Especially like Crash or King K. Rool or Banjo-Kazooie. I feel he has one of the smaller chances of getting in. But once again, could have a decent moveset. You know, there's a lot of things that they could do for Spyro, and stages. There are so many possible stages. I know I keep saying the same thing for these characters, but it's because those are like the main criteria. It's if people want them, good moveset, and possible stages. And especially with the new Spyro trilogy coming out, you know, remakes of the old games, it's going to be awesome and a much higher chance, especially since Skylanders was on Nintendo consoles. So, Spyro. This one is a bit more weird. Originally, I was like, no, we can't have Scorpion, and he's rated M. And then I remembered Bayonetta and Bayonetta and Snake are in the game. So, why not add Scorpion? Having another fighting game representative would be pretty cool. And he could have some really, really awesome moves. And a great... while he couldn't have a finisher in the game because of how bloody they are, they could do an X-ray. And probably have to lower the graphics, like the graphic content of it, from like a 10 to like a 7 or 6. But they could still implement things from his game and have it work. So, I would love to see Scorpion enter the game, and especially the amount of stages and assist trophies we could get from this would be awesome. So, Scorpion. Next up, we have Bomberman. Yes, I already know he's not going to be in the game because he was shown in the trailer as an assist trophy, but it doesn't mean that I couldn't want him. Bomberman, I feel, could be a pretty good character, and if for those of you who have played Super Smash Bros. 2, he has a decent moveset. He could easily be implemented into the game, and I feel there's so much they could do with him. And like I said, if you want us to get more detail on what he's able to do, then you should check out Super Smash Bros. 2. Not sponsored, just a good game. So, Bomberman. Next up, we have Earthworm Jim. We haven't seen really anything of Earthworm Jim, I think, in the last decade or two. Probably not two, but, well, maybe. I think in the last two decades, we haven't seen anything of Earthworm Jim. So it'd be really nice to see him come back, and what better place to come back than Smash Bros. It wouldn't be the first place we have people come back after not seeing any games for years. Look at Duck Hunt, Ice Climbers. Those are the only two that are coming to mind. Actually, at the time of Brawl, Olimar. I think at the time they were working on, they had released the Wii versions, but still. We haven't seen anything of Earthworm Jim in years, decades. So it'd be really nice to see him in the game, and while implementing a moveset form would be a little bit harder than some of the other characters, it wouldn't be impossible. And again, with the stages, and a final smash wouldn't be too hard. And heck, we could add we could add some bosses from his game, and I feel it could really work. So Earthworm Jim, I feel, could be a really good character in Smash Bros. Next up, we have Birdo, and either an Echo Fighter or her own character based on Yoshi. Either way could work. I feel she definitely would need some. It'd be a lot more difficult actually to make her an Echo Fighter because she's pretty different from Yoshi. But at the same time, it's pretty similar to Yoshi, but I feel it could go either way. I feel she's not the best character for the game, but an interesting character for the game. And interesting characters can make good characters. I mean, I'm sure no one was expecting Duck Hunt, and Duck Hunt's a pretty good character. So, Birdo. Next up, we have Bandana D. Another one I'm not going to go too in-depth on. If you want to check something out, go and play Super Smash Bros. 2. But Bandana D is a decent character who can have a decent moveset. And what's wrong with having another Kirby representative? In Mario, we've got a bunch. We've got a bunch of those. We've got a decent amount of Fire Emblem characters. And so, what's wrong with having one more Kirby representative? Making it 4. A nice even number. So, Bandana D, again, if you want to check out more of what the moveset could possibly be for Bandana D, check out Super Smash Bros. 2. Next up, we have Lanky Kong. Once again, another character from Rare. I feel that he could easily be put into the game, and he's a pretty interesting character. And now, while a lot of people would rather put in Dixie Kong or one of the other ones from Donkey Kong 64, I feel that Lanky Kong would be a more hilarious character, with the ability to stretch, inflate himself, and just so many different, and being a hilarious character. I feel it would really be a good thing to add him to the game. And while it's a lot more far-fetched than any of these, I feel he could be a decent character. So, Lanky Kong. Next up, we have Sceptile. What's wrong with another Pokemon representative? And no, I don't really want Decidueye as much as most people. I feel Sceptile would be a much better addition. And while we probably would get Decidueye over Sceptile, considering Sun and Moon came out, that was the last Pokemon game to come out, was Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I feel Sceptile would be a much better addition to the game. Plus, I just like Sceptile more. I don't like Decidueye. I don't like the Rowlet line. That's my opinion. But anyway, yes, I think Sceptile would be a much better addition to the game. And it'd be nice to have another grass representative, because we have 2 water, in Squirtle and Greninja, we only have one grass and one fire. And while I don't think, and while I would rather, if we had to choose from one, I would rather have Sceptile as a grass representative. Plus, if you remember in Super Smash Bros. Wii U, we just straight up didn't have a grass representative. We just had Charizard and Greninja for out of the 3 starters. So Sceptile for the next Smash Bros. Game. Next up we have Paratroopa. No, I'm joking. Next up we have Paper Mario. Paper Mario could pretty easily be implemented into the game, and everyone wants him. And while there's a lot of people that are saying he would just be a Mario clone, Paper Mario is actually pretty different from regular Mario, meaning that he could be much, much different. With all the different stickers and different helpers and pixies, pixels, or whatever they're called, I'm drawing a blank, from all the different games, he could be a very different character. I feel he would be a bit more of a tactical character. Sort of like Sackboy in PlayStation All-Stars, for anyone who's played that. So, Paper Mario. Captain Toad. Another one that I'm thinking, yeah, it's kind of obvious we're not going to get him, because Toad is still being used by Peach. But it's a possibility. While Toad's not much of a fighter, neither was Duck Hunt. So, there's no reason to believe that he could possibly be in the game. And he'd be an interesting addition. With his puzzle-solving skills and different equipment from his game, I feel that he would be an interesting fighter. Definitely an odd one, but a great one. Another tactical character. So, Captain Toad, and possibly with a alternate skin for Captain Toadette. Next up we have Weavile. I am all for more Pokemon representatives. I don't care how many representatives your game has. I know there's a lot of people who are complaining about that, how Fire Emblem has too many, and Mario has too many, and Pokemon has too many. I don't care, I just want cool characters. Weavile, I feel, could be a really interesting character, adding an Ice type to the roster. And she would be another really fast one, who could be pretty decently easily knocked off the stage, but not, like, way too easily. So, my pick would be Weavile. I feel, especially with her being in with Weavile being in Pokken Tournament, I feel that Weavile could be pretty easily implemented into Smash Bros. Steve. Yes, I know, it's cringy to be putting Minecraft on here, but with Minecraft on the Switch, and with enough people saying, yeah, he'd be a decent character, I don't see it as too far-fetched for him to be in the game. However, if I were to say anything, I would seriously see him as a Link clone. Sort of like how Ganondorf is a clone of, as an echo fighter of, they're not quite the same, but they're kind of the same. I feel they could do that with Steve, using just a diamond sword as his normal weapon, a bow and arrow, bombs. The only thing that would cause some trouble is the boomerang, because there's not a boomerang in Minecraft, but I'm sure they could figure something out, like maybe a fishing pole or something, I don't know. But Steve could be an interesting character, but that doesn't mean they couldn't add another character. I just think Steve would be interesting. Scizor, yes, another Pokemon representative, but I think we could add another type, and having a Steel Bug type, those are 2 new types of the Pokemon roster, part of the roster. I feel he could be interesting, and while he would definitely not be I don't see him as a great character. I could see him, or her, again, could be either. I could see whatever it is. I could see Scizor being a great character with a decent moveset. But at the same time, I could see them botching it. But at the same time, they could botch any character. But Scizor would be a decent character. Next up, we have Bandana D! I'm joking, that's Knuckle Joe. And even then, Knuckle Joe's a joke. Next up, we have Crystal. Now, I haven't played any of the Star Fox games, but from what I have seen of them and what I have seen of Crystal, I feel that we could use another Star Fox representative, and considering out of the 3 of them, 2 of them are basically the same. So adding in Crystal, I feel, could be pretty good considering she is pretty different from Fox and Falco and Wolf, all 3 of them. And again, I don't know a whole lot about her, so I can't really say a whole lot about her. But I feel it would be interesting to put in Crystal. Plus, having more female characters wouldn't be all that bad, considering right now, all we have is Peach, Daisy, Lucina, and the female version of Samus, Palutena, and the female versions of Villager. The female version of Villager and Wendy. I believe those are all the female characters. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. So, Crystal. Next up we have Shantae. This is another one that I think would be cool, but I don't know a whole lot about, considering I haven't played her game and I've seen minimal stuff about her. But from what I have seen, she could be an interesting character. I don't really know what a moveset would be other than using her hair. I know it's a weapon she uses, but once again, I don't know a whole lot about her. So I can't say much, but I feel that she could be a cool character. Next we have Geno! Yet another one that I can't say a whole lot about, because I have yet to play Super Mario RPG. I would love to. I'm trying to find a copy of it, or an emulator that will let me save. But, I can't really say much because I don't know much about Geno. But everyone wants him, and it would be freaking fantastic for to have another Mario representative, especially one that everyone's been wanting since Super Mario RPG came out. So, Geno. Oh boy. Yep. Another one I want is Goku. Goku, I feel, would be a very interesting character that they could do a lot with. And while, yes, a lot of people are saying that is stupid, keep anime and cartoons out of Super Smash Bros., I say, no, this is my opinion, I do what I want to do. And I feel Goku would be an interesting character. So, there. I feel there's nothing wrong with having something other than video game characters, especially one that a bunch of people want. And while there are a lot of people who say that that is stupid, I say that he would be a great character, and that we could do a lot with it, including more assist trophies, stages, and just so much. And while it would be a little weird having someone like Goku, who's kind of overpowered, fighting Duck Hunt, I feel it would be very interesting. So, Goku. Next up we have Conker. Yeah, another rare character. Who, again, at first I was like, no, we can't do this. And I remembered, oh yeah, Radom Games have already been in with Snake and Bayonetta. I haven't beaten Conker's Bad Fur Day yet. I've been playing it, but I haven't beaten it yet. But I feel he would be a very interesting character. With a lot of interesting things. With interesting stages, bosses, I cannot remember what they're called right now. Assist trophies, and many things that could easily be implemented in. So, Conker. I believe this is the last character. Yep. Sans. So. Yep, here comes the hate. So, Sans, I feel, would be interesting. I'm pretty sure with indie games being brought to the Nintendo consoles, I'm pretty sure Undertale will eventually make its way there. Not 100%, but possibly. And since Undertale was a huge thing, I don't see a reason why we couldn't see Sans in Smash Bros. And while the people who really want him, that group is not very big. I don't see why we couldn't add him in the game. That could add a huge amount of assist trophies, stages. He could have a great moveset, bosses. Everything could work out for Sans, and I don't see a reason why he couldn't be in the game, other than maybe Toby Fox and them having fear of people being, no, that's stupid, we're not buying the game now. So, Sans for Smash Bros. Now, if I were to only pick 10 of those characters, here were the 10 I would pick. Banjo-Kazooie, King K. Rool, Waluigi, Sora, Crash Bandicoot, Shovel Knight, Lanky Kong, Sceptile, Goku, and Sans. These are the 10 characters that someone said you can only have 10 of these characters. Who do you want? I would say, give me these people. Yes, I know, some of them are that a lot of people want, like Banjo-Kazooie, King K. Rool, Waluigi, and Shovel Knight. And some of them are straight up crazy, like Lanky Kong, Goku, and Sans. But hey, a guy can dream, right? So, if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to check out my friends' channels. And let me know what you thought of my ideal roster. And let me know some characters that you would love to see in the game down below. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!